This is the DJI Neo 2 and this is the DJI Mic 3.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's see how this drone does. Got my Insta-X5, I've got the new DJI Mic 3 on here, as you can see, and the drone's going to follow. Let's see if it does. Alright, let's go. Actually, so cool. Let's see how fast it goes. Okay, it's still there. It did slow down a little bit though, and it's dipping up and down, which is kind of strange. I'm not sure what that is about. Come on guy, you've got to push out. You're going to be here all year. Are you asleep? Like, why are you blocking the road up? You know, some people just do not have any self-awareness, well, not self-awareness, awareness of anything else that's going on around them. Alright guys, I'm on a time crunch today, so I'm hitting the gym and I'm going to finish off the video that I started yesterday, which was trying to get some audio from my new DJI Mic 3 and my new DJI Neo 2. That's one of those really tiny mini drones. I don't know whether you've seen it, but it's all over YouTube, and I had the Neo 1. I liked it, used it in a few of my videos, but the Neo 2, and I haven't delved into it completely, but the Neo 2 has got a whole lot more upgrades basically, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. I know it's, I wouldn't say pretty difficult to get, but I do know it's sold out in a lot of places. I actually ordered mine from Amazon and it was $259. And for a drone so small that can do so much with great quality, I think it's got like 4K camera, and I am not a techie person, so what I'm doing today for you after I've hit some weights and the treadmill is I'm just going to show you from my point of view. You know, being a solo content creator and a motorcycle rider, I'm going to show you how, for me, it's just so beneficial for my workflow and to make my videos a little bit more interesting for you guys. Also, at the same time, I have, okay, don't judge me now because I've actually got eye patches on because I woke up this morning with really bad allergies. There you go, I'm just being real. So if you can see here, I have the DJI Mic 3 just slotted into the side of my helmet. Yesterday when I went out, I didn't put the wind muff on and I had it too close to my mouth, so it was actually clipped onto you know, my Cardo microphone. So what I did today was made sure I put the wind muff on and I've slotted it down the side of my cheek pad, as you just saw. I didn't use the magnet that it comes with because I just wanted to slot it down. Just make sure that you have a wind muff on it and it's actually pointing towards your mouth basically. So I'm not going to know what this audio sounds like until I'm in post edit. I'm hoping it sounds good. I do have the DJI Mic 2 and I absolutely love that. One thing I will tell you, and unless you know any different, but I have looked on YouTube and read a few things online, and I'm actually using an Insta360 X5. Now the DJI Mic 3 does not link to the Insta360 X5. I stand corrected. You can Bluetooth the DJI Mic 3 to the Insta360 X5. I'm going to show you. Mine's already Bluetoothed, but I'm going to go through it very quickly. So I'm going to turn the camera on and then open up the charging case for the mic. You can see there it's come up. I don't know whether you can see it properly, but it's come up. Anyway, if you are doing it from the beginning, you just, let me get rid of that. Okay, so you would scroll down and then scroll to the left and then scroll to the left again, press Bluetooth, and I just press Bluetooth headset microphone, and you can see it there. It's saved in there. I'm going to do an audio test just to show you. 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. So it's really good audio quality and you can link it up. Now, Insta360 have their own mini version. I also have that. Even though I don't know how to use half of these things, I just love gadgets. And you know what? At least I waste my money and you don't waste yours. Now, I think the audio quality on the Insta360 like mini mic is perfect, but you can't record to the actual microphone, and that's what I'm doing right now because I can't link it to the X5 that I've got here. Now, you can do that with the you can do that with the DJI Mic 2, and I have seen somewhere that people have managed to link it to the X5. Drop a comment down below if you're a moto vlogger or you want to start and you've got these things and you've managed to do that. I haven't tried it, to be honest with you, and the thing I like about this microphone is it can record internally, and it also has a function where it stops your voice from clipping. So sometimes I can get a little bit excitable. If my voice is higher pitched, it doesn't clip it, it doesn't make it sound really distorted. So I like that feature. And it has, even though it's tiny, so be careful of that, because I've also placed it in my helmet before or tried to clip it onto things, and if you're not careful, it's so small that you can lose it. Yeah, I have dropped it a few times. Nothing's happened to it, it's perfectly fine, but you can lose it, so be mindful. Anyway, I bought the full kit, so it's got the charging case, and the one thing that I really like about it is you can actually place the wind muff on and it fits straight back into the case. I'm just watching the road here, guys. Some people are a bit crazy here, and you can slot that back into the case and then it'll just charge it right up. If you want to download the files, you just take a USB-C and connect it to the charging case, connect it to your laptop or your PC, and it just puts a file up there and it says no name, so you'll know what it is. You just then open it and you can put it into whatever folder you want to, so it's really easy. Alright, so that's enough about the mic. You tell me what you think of the audio. I'm not a massive review channel, you know. I will review a few things, but I'm never going to go in depth because it's not something that I'm really interested in. It's just something that I use for my moto vlogs, and for you guys, I want the best audio, I want the best visuals, and that's why I upgrade my stuff, and I'm always looking to do better on the videos. It's pretty easy to turn on. You just press it down once and then press it down again and it will come on. As you can see here, it's got the two screens here, and that is not on the Neo 1, and it's also got the buttons down at the side here that also wasn't on the Neo 1. You did everything from the button on the top. So we're going to do this together. I think from these two buttons here that you see on the side, these ones here, that changes the direction and like the different things that you want to do with it, and that I think is your on and off button. All right, let's give it a go. All right, I'm not sure where it is. Oh, it's pretty close, and it is flying very close to me. All right, I'm going to put circle on. I'm going to sit on the bike and I'm going to let you see how that looks. And I believe the camera on the Neo 2 is a lot better than the Neo 1, so let's give this a go.
2 meters, circle, 3, 2, 1.
So I like this one. It actually does a full circle around you. It's a really cool shot. Like if you want to spice your videos up a little bit, this drone, seriously, even the Neo 1, I did like that, but this is definitely a lot better.
Droney, 3, 2, 1.
I'm not even sure what droning is, but we'll find out. So it's moving away. I think you've got to face the camera to you for it to do any of this. So let's see what it does. Oh, it goes out and then it comes back to you. So that's droning. So I'm going to be patient here and let it land on my hand. So maybe the sensor has to pick this up yet. So I can see a blue light flashing on that side there, and that means the sensor has picked the hand up. Rocket. Okay, let's try rocket. There's nothing above us, and it actually has a feature on this where it's like an avoidance feature. So let's try this one.
4 meters. Rocket. 3, 2, 1.
So what this is doing now is it's going all the way up and then it's facing the camera downwards, so you get to see basically like an aerial shot of yourself, and the guy that's in the Miami-Dade van, whatever it is over there, it's alright. It's not stopped me from using this. I know there's certain areas that you can't use a drone, so now I need it to come down a little further and be impatient, and then I'm going to wait for it to, there you go, so it's seen the hand. This uses hand gestures as well, which is really cool actually. So to put the right hand up, we're going to move it over to the right side, and then we're going to still use the right hand, we're going to slide it all the way over to the left. Then we're going to bring it back to centre. You can take it to the back of you as well. If you use 2 hands and you open them up, you can see the drone kind of flying away from me, and then if you bring them together, the drone comes back. Now to stop any of these hand gestures, you just use the fist. Alright, so I think I'm going to go now, guys. I think you have seen enough. I haven't really given you a lot of information. There's so many people on YouTube that, you know, just do drone recommendations and drone reviews and stuff like that. But from a motorcyclist point of view, do I think this is excellent? I think it really is, I'll be honest with you. If you're a solo content creator, I think it's amazing. You know, it is very light. In Florida, where there's not much wind, there's no wind. You know, it's probably going to be really beneficial for me. If you're in a windy climate, because it's such a light drone, probably not. So you'd have to choose your days. But I'm going to go and play with this a little bit more. If you like the video, please leave a like and comment. Let me know what you think, or if you've got one. And yeah, I think it's great.